Had some amazing questions from a lot of these property newbies. So I'm going to let them take the stage. But
all right, cool.
Obviously, as usual, we put a thread out before, obviously, Richie come on, and with anyone else as well. And if anyone's got any questions, they can just DM in, or they can just drop me a comment or a private message. But some of these questions are amazing. So I actually just want to jump straight into them.
Do.
Big shout out to the newbies that threw their questions in, by the way.
Hi, everyone.
You're going to recognize every single one of these. So this is a really good question, and something which I'm sort of curious as well. You have a lot going on in terms of your business life and the things that you want to do and will be doing. I've no doubt about that. But how do you juggle your children, your own personal development, which is something that you focus a lot on, actually, your own personal growth and development, a lot of reading, as well as managing your business ambitions? How do you manage all of these and just find time for it all? How do you juggle it?
I guess with me, the first thing I would say is just a matter of, first of all, you got to know what you want to do. I have a lot of things I want to accomplish before God takes me away. A lot of things. But then I have to prioritize, right? My first priority is my children, right? Yeah. Without my children, if I don't do it properly, I will mess up everything. Yeah. So I think it's a matter of being just organized and disciplined. There's a lot of organization that goes into my daily routine, a lot, right? And for me right now, what I'm focusing on is, with the lockdown, of course, I have my network marketing, business. I have the trading that I'm focusing on as well as property. Well, property, not really too much because of what is going on. Yeah. But I just have to be up early and go to bed late.
Do you have a morning routine, or do you find that routines are important, or do you just go with how your day is going?
I cannot do it without a routine.
Really?
I cannot.
What does your routine look like?
Oh my God. I was talking to Lily about it, by the way. Hi Lilia. I have a schedule. I have an app that I use. And I think I've shared that with some of the newbie guys as well. So my partner and I and myself keep ourselves accountable. Okay. So I have to plan my days the night before. So my morning routine usually, if it goes well, I usually would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Wow. And I start with my prayer first. Then I meditate. Then I do my workout for half an hour. Then I do my affirmations. I watch some motivational videos. And then the last thing I'll do a 30 minutes reading. And then from 8 till 9, I start trading and learning how to trade. From 9 to 10, that's my time with the girls. So that's when they wake up, right? And dressing them up, breakfast, spending time with them. And they also have their own routine, by the way, because I cannot sit there and having a meeting, having them around. Sometimes they don't obey that, but it's very difficult. Then from 10 sharp, this is me now going into my meetings, calling people, just, do what I have to do. And I take a break sort of around 3 p.m. I spend an hour time with them. That's, walking outside or watching TV and being the silly mommy. And then at 4, go back again till 6. From 6 to 8, it's my break to go for dinner, shower, bedtime story, making sure the house is tidied up. At 8 sharp when they're in bed, I go back into my business again till probably 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's crazy.
And that's like this every day. I mean, I've become consistent with it now. At first, it was very difficult because sometimes I was just like, I can't be bothered. But with me delaying that, I don't see the results. So I have to keep up with it. Yeah. I have to. Otherwise, it wouldn't work.
I love the fact that you don't sacrifice one or the other. Yeah. You just say, well, you know what? I need more hours in the day. Yeah. So I would personally find it hard to juggle kids and then trying to get as much work done as possible. But you just wake up early, spend a bit of you time, spend some time with the kids, work on your business. Right, kids, it's time to go to bed now because I need to work on my business some more. Yeah. And then from 8 till 2, that's It's insane.
And one of the things that's also worked for me, and maybe, I don't know, maybe some other mothers can listen to this, is that I have to have a good communication. I have to talk to my daughters. My first one is turning 10 at the end of the month. So she understands. My little one is 3. She's, you know her. She's
got
full of energy. She's a crazy one. But, I have to sit them down and say, right, mommy has a lot of meetings. And they know now. Whenever my daughters see me outside 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock sitting down, they turn around and say, don't you have any meetings, mommy? So I know they not understand. So I have to also get them involved because they're part of my life. I can't just leave them out. They have to understand mommy's running a business. This is the business she's running. I have to break it down to them. They pretty much understand how network marketing works and property and trading. My little one called it charts. She's like, those lines, mommy? I'm like, yeah, mommy's doing the lines now, so quiet. So I have to explain it to them. And it's been working. I mean, yeah.
You know what I like about that? And obviously this is slightly off topic, that your 2 daughters are going to grow up seeing their mum have just totally absorbed in entrepreneurship and just wanting to make money in so many different little ways. And obviously they don't know at the time because they're just kids that obviously it's all for them as well as yourself. But having you as a role model, it's just going to be amazing for them when they grow up.
I can't wait for that.
Is it the little one? She's going to be trouble, man.
She really is.
And this ties in with what Steve's asking. So big up, Steve. He goes, how did you develop this love for entrepreneurship? Did you just start business and then you just fell in love with it? Or did you always feel like you had this bit of entrepreneurship in you and it's only sort of recently you've been able to sort of get it out there in the little businesses that you do?
I think it's a bit of both. I've always had, those voices in my head telling me that I could do more than what I was doing, And when I started this journey, I was not in love with this journey because I didn't know what to expect. So it's only when I really started to discover what it is to be an entrepreneur and, networking with people and, talking and being invited, at different type of events and seeing how people were doing or how they started. I'm like, this is amazing. I want to do that. But it takes a lot to be where I am today. It took me a lot. Because one thing that really helped me to be here is just my mindset. My mindset had to be shifted, and my mindset has shifted massively, and I'm still working on it. Because sometimes, for example, one thing that I talk to my partner about is when I have my down moment, I just stop everything. And I remember one day, because he woke me up and I was going for a run, and it was raining outside. And it's like, so time for a run now. Up. I'm like, oh, it's raining outside. It's like, okay, cool, fine. Just remember that you are where you are because of the decision that you make. That hit me hard. And I was like, okay, cool. I stood up and I still went for a run. So you got to work on that constantly. And it's a life of an entrepreneurship. And I love this journey now.
I think it's nice that you say that, because when you started to go down to London and you started to be involved in different circles who just had an open mind about everything, that probably helped get you into the sort of mindset of, okay, you know what, anything is possible. I've got kids that are making money. I've got people that are a little bit older that are just building a legacy.
Exactly.
I want a piece of that. So that's amazing. I've got a couple more questions actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, these questions are amazing. I don't even know why I'm here, man. I should just be sat on that sofa and I should let you guys ask the questions, innit?